Hello everyone, welcome back to Techie Talk. So in today's video we are going to see most of the MNCs as these programs. So I'll be covering those in the interview series. So the first question is, how do you remove all white spaces from the given string? So this can be achieved in two ways. That is, one is by using string inbuilt method, that is replace all. The other one is like general approach by using logic based. But the second one is only for interview purpose. This method is not used in the recommended in the developing of the real-time applications because it will slow down the application process. So now first let's create an class, remove white spaces. So once we create the class, then we'll start up with both the logics, like how do we do the first approach and also the second approach. So once the class is created, I'm going to declare the main method, public static void main string array of args. And then now we'll see first approach is like with built-in method. So we'll be using replace all built-in method from the string class, and we'll see how do we achieve the removing of the white spaces from the given string. So here we are going to take the string from the console. So that's the reason we have to use the scanner sc equal to new scanner system.in. So we need to use that function for getting the input from the user. So in case if you are not using that, you have to go up with an hard coding value. So I don't want the hard coded value. I wanted dynamic values, like in case if I give one text now and I also give another text, the output should work. So that's the reason we have to take the dynamic input. So we are using this scanner sc equal to new scanner system.in. So we have to import this scanner before we start using, else we get this compile time error. So if you just hover your mouse over that error, you will get the recommendations like import options. So you can directly import this java.util package this scanner belongs to. So once I import the scanner, next step is we have to read the input. So reading the next line input, we use this. First we declare the string and we take it a variable called input, and then I'll be using the scanner variable, reference variable sc dot next line. So next line is the one which is responsible for reading the input values. So for int you will use next int, for string you will use next line. And the third step is we declare another string variable, and with the input which we read, input dot replace all is what I'm using the method. So in replace all, it takes the two arguments. One is the type of the type which we have to remove and with what we have to replace. So here /s plus is the one regular expression which we are using, which reads all the spaces, because this is faster than \s. \s plus is much faster, so I used \s plus to be replaced with space. So once we use this two variables, it reads in the input string how many spaces are there, and at once it removes the spaces. And then now I'm going to print the output with the original value and also with the expected output. Now before we see the output, let's see the use of \s plus. So as I said in the earlier explanation itself, this \s plus is used to match multiple white space characters when applying a regular expression, and it replaces with the specified value. So here what we are doing, we are reading basically the spaces and we are removing those spaces. So hope you understood the purpose of this \s plus regular expression. Now let's run the application, and now if you see the console is empty, I have to enter the input type. So here I am giving hello Techie Talk. if you see in this input I have a space, so in the output if you see the space has been removed. Hope you understood. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comment section. I can clear your doubts. So now let's see the second approach. So this approach is basically only for interview purpose. Here the interviewer will check your logical thinking, so you should know the second approach. But when you work in real time application in companies, you should not use this approach, because there they see only the efficient way and how you make your application faster, and also how quick the response time. These are the things considered in the real time application. But the second approach in interview, why we suggest is the interviewer checks your logical thinking and the approach. How do you go when there is no any built-in functions? What is the logic you check? These are the things the interviewer will consider. So now here also we are going to take the input from the user only. So that's the reason I have used scanner se equal to new scanner system.in. And next, as we need to read from the console, we are using next line, se.next line. And then once we read the input, we need to convert it to character array. So I have declared a character array, input.toChar array. Then to store the result, I have also declared a temp variable, temp equal to with an empty string. Okay, now here we'll be using the for loop. So for int I equal to 0, I less than char array dot length. So basically this char array reads from 0, so we will be considering the length here. Then I plus plus. Now coming inside the for loop, we will be checking in if condition whether character array of I index, that is I is the index, the position, is not equal to empty, that is empty, or like the single quotes we have to use, or we'll be checking it's not a tab. So here we'll be using this and condition, both should get satisfied. So it should not be either empty, and also it should not be either the tab extra space like 2 space 3 space or tab space. So we have used /t, \t. Okay, if this condition satisfies, and hold on, we have an error in the first if condition, that is checking whether it's an empty. Okay, so we have to give a space. So once now the error has gone, now inside the if condition, basically we will be declaring now temp equal to temp plus character array of I index we will be adding. So if this is not there, if the if condition satisfied, it gets added, and then we are printing the output without empty space. Okay, so this is the simplest logic where we will be printing the output by removing the spaces. And for your information, I'm just also printing the original value. So original of white space, and the input which we read from the user also I'm printing here. Now let's execute this program and see the output. Hope you're clear, guys. It's a very straightforward, and you just need to know the logic how you execute. That's it. Yeah. So I'm executing this run as Java application, and then I am passing the input values. Now here the two programs will get executed. The first one is for the first program, first approach, and now again second I'm going to give hello second approach. This is for the second approach. Okay, why are we getting twice the output? So okay, here if you see, I have written system.out.println inside the for loop. So I have closed the for loop, and outside of that I am executing it. Now the program will run successfully with single output itself. Hope you guys are clear with this approach. In case if you have any questions, let me know. I'll definitely try to respond you as soon as possible. And if you have liked this video, subscribe, share and like. Bye.